It's already starting to look a little daunting out there, starting to see some of those changes.
You might get a little rain and thunder within some of these storms, and right now it's just going to be wet roads for the morning drive. But the afternoon, that's when you're going to say, oh, okay, this is why my kids aren't in school. We're in the upper 30s to low 40s right now. Actually, still very mild. Those temperatures are going to continue to drop as the morning goes on, and we're likely going to start to see some of this rain turning over to snow by about 9 to 10 o'clock as we get down a little closer to freezing. We're well below normal today. We're going to be, it looks like, in the 30s, upper 20s, low 30s by about 4 o'clock, and that's again when the blizzard-like conditions are going to start to settle in. So just some wet roads this morning. That is going to turn to snow by mid-morning, and then blizzard conditions this afternoon, winds picking up well over about 50 to 60 miles per hour in some spots. Right now, that wind coming in out of the northwest. The roads really starting to get wet here in Denver. It was pretty dry when we came in at about 3 o'clock this morning, but now we're starting to see more of a change. Looking at the alerts, let's get in a little bit closer. We are now under a blizzard warning, and if you heard during Jason's traffic report, that beeping, that was our weather alert radio. That was a blizzard warning now coming in for the northern Front Range Mountains, so including spots like Red Feather Lakes and Estes Park and Fort Collins. You're now under that blizzard warning in effect until midday tomorrow. So here in Denver, looking at about 5 to 10 inches. I'm going to bump up the numbers a bit because on that eastern edge of town, we are going to be just on the cusp of some of the really heavy snow. South and east of Denver, up to about a foot. We've got some pockets of heavier snow here, and the reason is as the storm is moving out, they're going to get a lot of that leftover wraparound snow that we're going to see through midday tomorrow. Getting up into the foothills, heavy snow there too, over a foot in some spots as you get closer to the divide. So we're in for, again, some pretty impressive totals, and this is what it looks like. Let's play this out on Futurecast. Again, those temperatures dropping back down to near freezing by about 9 o'clock. You'll see that rain snow line just off to the east of Denver, a little closer to the airport. The airport's going to be one of those tricky spots, really from DIA north up to Greeley, that line there, and then off to the east where we've got some really tough conditions through the afternoon. So it's going to briefly be blizzard conditions for us here in Denver, and you'll see by about 3 o'clock where we've got some of the darker blue. That's going to be one of the toughest times, I think. Heavy snow coming down, and obviously it's right around let-out time at some of the schools, which is why this was such a concern for us. We'll be again seeing clearing skies by about midnight tonight, but it's really going to be through the brunt of the afternoon and early evening that heavy snow falls. Look at the winds, again, still gusty through early tomorrow morning. That's going to mean even if we don't have a lot of snow falling at that point, a lot of the snow on the ground is still going to be blowing around and making some icy conditions. By tomorrow afternoon, things will calm down a bit. The winds are still going to be an issue, especially out east behind the backside of that storm as it pulls off to the north and east. We'll be near freezing tomorrow afternoon, so it's going to be a cold one. Again, highs only in the 30s both today and tomorrow. So the morning drive tomorrow, well, tonight's drive and tomorrow's drive will be the worst with this storm. Things will start to gradually clear out and really warm up. It's going to be ginormous melt fest, Jace, by this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, mostly sunny skies with some low to mid 50s, and same thing heading into the first of next week, some pretty mild conditions. So for those of you with travel this weekend, I know a lot of flights obviously already canceled with this storm, but really Friday and Saturday shouldn't see any problems. We're going to see a lot of melting and a pretty big warm up. Jace?